Picture this, a street in downtown Syracuse, New York. It's 1936. The morning is bright, the pavement is waiting, and pedestrians walk past storefronts and parked cars. But something is about to happen. Something that would never happen again in an American city. A train is coming through. Not hidden underground, not waiting in a distant terminal, but here, moving directly through the heart of the city alongside the people. What would it mean to see the future arrive on your street? Today, we're going to find out what America lost when that future disappeared. The year is 1936. The United States is climbing out of the Great Depression. People hunger for a sign that things are getting better, that progress is coming. And then it arrives. The Mercury Streamliner, a diesel-electric train, fully streamlined, designed to move fast and look like tomorrow. It's not just a train, it's a statement, a gleaming silver message. We are building something modern. We are moving forward. The train moves through downtown Syracuse, directly through city streets. It shares the pavement with pedestrians, automobiles, and ordinary urban life. There is no barrier, no tunnel, no separation between the marvel of technology and the people who live here. This is not coincidence. Syracuse sits on the New York Central Railroad's water-level route, a corridor connecting Chicago to New York City. Trains don't go around cities in 1936, they run through them. They are woven into how America moves, works, and dreams. This moment, this photograph of the Mercury Streamliner passing through downtown Syracuse, captures something profound. It shows a time when advanced technology moved through public space, when progress wasn't hidden behind corporate walls or airport security, when the future arrived where ordinary people could see it, touch it, feel it move. To understand what the Mercury represents, you have to understand what railroads mean in 1936. Railroads are the lifeblood of America. They are the primary way people travel long distances and goods move across the country. They are central to daily life, business, and culture itself. In the 1930s and 1940s, passenger trains are not nostalgic artifacts or museum pieces. They are what your neighbor takes to visit family in Chicago, what your parents took on their honeymoon, how the country connects to itself. The design of these trains reflects their importance. The Mercury Streamliner, like other statement trains of its era, is built with a philosophy that might seem strange today. Appearance matters as much as performance. The designers understood something clear. A streamlined train is not just fast, it is a symbol. It projects confidence. It says that America is modern, thinking about the future, capable of building beautiful, efficient things that work. The industrial design is precise and intentional. Every curve, every line of chrome, every angle, these are statements made in metal. This train doesn't hide in tunnels. It moves through city streets where you can see it, hear it coming, feel the vibration of its approach. Progress becomes something you experience with your whole body. The trains themselves become cultural ambassadors. Children point at them. Adults remember them. People talk about where they've traveled, what they've seen from the window. The railroad is not just infrastructure. It is how Americans imagine themselves. Cities in this era are built around rail access, not car access. Homes and businesses locate near stations. Streets are designed to accommodate trains moving through them. The entire urban structure assumes trains will be here, that they will continue forever. But 1936 is not the peak. It is the threshold, a moment that looks permanent because no one can see what is about to change everything. The war changes everything. After 1945, the United States makes a decision, not consciously announced, but a decision nonetheless. America will be built for cars, not trains. In 1956, Congress passes the Federal Aid Highway Act. Framed as infrastructure for national defense, it is something else too. The beginning of the end for passenger rail in American cities. Money flows toward highways, billions of dollars. Entire neighborhoods are demolished. Land that once hosted stations and rail yards becomes asphalt. The geometry of cities begins to change. Suburbanization accelerates. People move away from city centers to places where a car is necessary, where a train cannot reach. In this movement, something shifts in how Americans think about progress and convenience. A car is private. It belongs to you. It takes you where you want, when you want. A train is public. It runs on a schedule. It serves collective need, not individual desire. After the war, America chooses the private solution. As that choice takes hold, the railroads lose their grip on the country's imagination. Passenger rail investment declines. Routes are eliminated. Trains that once moved through downtown streets are redirected into terminals, buried in tunnels, or removed entirely. The Mercury Streamliner, that gleaming symbol of modern progress, becomes increasingly rare. Some cities remove the tracks altogether, erase the rails from downtown streets, and redesign around the automobile. By the 1960s, the transformation is complete. Private car ownership becomes the standard. It is not just how some people travel, it is how all people are expected to travel. The automobile is freedom. The automobile is independence. Airlines replace trains for long-distance travel. If you need another city, you drive to an airport, board a plane. The journey is faster, it feels modern. The train feels like yesterday. In city after city, the infrastructure of rail disappears. Tracks are torn up. Stations are demolished or left to decay. The space where trains once moved becomes parking lots, vacant land, gaps in the urban fabric. As the infrastructure disappears, something deeper disappears too. Trains lose their role as everyday technology. They become background or symbols of decline, of the past, of what America used to be. Cities are redesigned around traffic flow, not public gathering. The street level, where people meet, where community shares space, becomes a corridor for vehicles. The pedestrian becomes an obstacle in a system designed for speed and efficiency. Public transportation becomes associated not with progress, but with failure, with poverty, with people who couldn't afford cars, with decline. The story changes. The future is no longer a train moving through your street. The future is you, alone, in your car, moving along a highway. A generation grows up without seeing a train move through their city. Children in the 1970s and 1980s never hear a train whistle approaching downtown, never stop to watch the Mercury Streamliner pass. This becomes a thing only old people remember. By the 1990s and into the 2000s, something else happens. Trains survive, but only in pieces. Commuter systems in a few major cities. Scenic routes for tourists. Amtrak running limited intercity services, mostly for people with no other choice. Meanwhile, Europe and Asia build high-speed rail networks. Modern trains, fast trains. Trains that move through cities with efficiency and grace. In America, this does not happen. The investment doesn't come. The political will isn't there. Instead, trains become history. Streamliners like the Mercury become museum artifacts, restored with care, displayed behind velvet ropes. People come to see them as evidence of a world that no longer exists. Train travel becomes romanticized. It becomes what people do for nostalgia, for vacation. a way to experience what their grandparents experienced. A luxury, a curiosity. The Mercury Streamliner, which once symbolized the future, now symbolizes the past. It has become a memory, a moment that is gone. And now, in the 2020s, something unexpected is happening. The world is warming. Cities are choking with traffic. The costs of the car-centered future are becoming impossible to ignore. Suddenly, people are asking old questions. What if we built cities differently? What if we invested in trains again? What if progress could move through our streets? Some cities are reintroducing street-level transit, light rail, trams, modern versions of what was taken away. Rail is being rebranded, no longer a relic or nostalgic artifact, but sustainable infrastructure, the solution to a problem we now understand. But here is the paradox. Modern rail systems are often separated from public streets, underground, in dedicated corridors. The technology is faster than the Mercury Streamliner, faster than anything from 1936. But it is less visible, less present, less part of everyday urban experience. The Mercury Streamliner moved through downtown Syracuse where anyone could see it, woven into daily life. A modern high-speed train might move faster, but you experience it alone, separated from the city, passing outside the window. We have gained speed and efficiency, but we have lost something else: the visibility of progress, the shared experience of moving forward together, the sense that advancement is something we all witness in public space. This brings us to the question that photograph asks. The image of the Mercury Streamliner passing through downtown Syracuse in 1936. When did progress stop moving through our streets? And what did we lose when it did?
It is not just a question about trains. It is a question about how we organize society, what we value, who gets to see the future arriving, and who gets left behind. In 1936, progress was something the community experienced together. It was visible, shared. A train moving through downtown was a public moment. Everyone saw it. Everyone knew it was coming. By the 1980s, progress had become private, hidden in corporate offices, airport terminals, the isolation of individual cars. The future stopped being something we witnessed together and became something we consumed alone. The cost of that change extends beyond transportation. It shaped how cities feel, how communities connect, how strangers relate to each other on shared streets. A train moving through downtown Syracuse creates a public moment. People gather, they watch. There is collective experience, an encounter with something larger than themselves, a reminder that they live in a community, building something together. A highway system creates isolation. You move alone. You interact with strangers only as obstacles. The public realm becomes less important. The shared street becomes less important. The Mercury Streamliner is long gone. Trains no longer move through downtown streets in most American cities. That decision, made in the decades after 1945, has shaped the world we live in now. We cannot undo it. The highways are built, the suburbs are sprawling, the cities have been redesigned. The choice has been made. But the photograph remains. The image of that moment when progress moved through public space, when technology arrived where ordinary people could see it, when the future was not hidden, but present, visible, shared. That moment tells us something important about what we might still choose. We cannot bring back 1936, but we can ask the question the Mercury Streamliner asks. What would it mean if progress moved through our streets again? What would we gain if we designed cities for people to gather, to see, to witness the future together. The Streamliner is a ghost now, but ghosts teach us things. They show us roads not taken, possibilities we abandoned, futures we chose not to have. And sometimes, they show us futures we might still build. This is the story of the Mercury Streamliner, a train that carried more than passengers. It carried a vision of what progress could look like when it moved through the heart of our communities. If you've ever wondered how cities got the way they are, if you've ever thought about what we gave up when we chose the car over the train, when we chose private over public, this photograph is your answer. Thank you for walking through this moment with me. If you want to explore more stories about how the choices we made shaped the world we live in, subscribe. There are more histories waiting to be discovered in the places we pass through every day.